Hi Gemini, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity in your personal lives, be it love lives or your careers, you may write to me for a personal consultation at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Geminians, this is a month of retrogrades. We have Mercury, that is your ruling planet, that is retrograde till about 23rd of May. We also have Mars that has been retrograde and it carries on being retrograde till about end of June. We have now the retrogrades, as you know, the Mercury drill. It's all about everything to do with revising, replanning, and retweaking. And for you, it's retrograding in a part of your chart that's about behind the scenes activities. It speaks about we call it a place of an emotional retreat. That's a place where you go and you rest. And whenever Mercury goes retrograde over here, it's making you revisit those areas of your life, the decisions that you took. And it has to do a lot with spirituality. It has to do with your past. At times, even we call this house as the house of self-undoing. It's a place where we become undone. And that's, it's a house of secrets. It can be that something that you have been trying to sort of maybe just stay away for a longest time. Maybe it's just buried back in your head, but this is a time that you'll find that things are coming up more for to the surface. And with Mercury retrogrades, it's just asking you to deal with it. Maybe you just need to be healing those things. Maybe you just need to be putting them at rest over there. Mercury, the easiest way to find out which part of the house we need to be focusing on is that where the planet is retrograding, and it's literally like a cosmic signpost that says that you are here. And for those of us who choose to sort of ignore it and say I don't really need to be doing something about it, it's a time wherein that you can Mercury just starts acting up comically. It's like someone just sticking out a foot and making you fall flat on your face, so that or starts tinkering with your electrics, or starts hiding your keys, or losing the numbers on your phone, and so on and so forth. So Mercury just wants you to pay attention, because something about the house that he is transiting, he wants you to rethink about it so that you can move forward again. And this is a time, I think your spiritual life is going to be getting a boost, and you could feel during this time that you've been left alone and you're the only one to rely on. There's a sense of also feeling that you're the only one who's making the decisions, or the larger decisions really need to be made by you. And there can be some amount of regret as well. Some of you could be feeling quite low, you could be feeling quite sad, and there can be some amount of sorrow, feeling that oh, why is it just happening to me? So they can just be a kind of a sense of what should have been rather than what it is there. And be kind to yourself during this time, Geminians. Try not to sort of be so hard on yourself, and don't whip yourself about the decisions that you have taken. It's done now. It's all right. Try not to sort of badger yourself so much about it. And also, I think have that faith in yourself. Trust that all the decisions that you're making will be the right ones for the highest good. And that is the best that you can do. That's the best of your ability that you could have done, and move ahead after that. We have Jupiter, that he's the benefactor, and he's going direct in your house of home. That's the house of Cancer. It's a place where you share with others. And Jupiter is going direct in this house around the 9th of May. And Jupiter, as he's the god of sky. He's this big benefactor. Anything that he touches, he expands, he gives happiness. But Jupiter also is, it's like that energy which is being emanated. It's something that is he's giving something along with it. So it's literally almost like a purge. So everything comes out, along with it. There's that great good, but then also there's that bit of it that needs to be dealt with it as well. And because it is there about your home, it's speaking about your living conditions being improved. It's speaking about loan that you're looking at, or you're looking at any kinds of bits of renovation, redoing, remodeling your house. you'll just find that you have a brilliant, fantastic deal over there, and a lot of good times at home, a lot of fun times, spending time with the family, and I think also relationships will get mended to a certain extent within family, wherein if things could have been a little hard. Now Jupiter, while he's going direct, it also is squaring up to Saturn, that is squaring up to Neptune over there, which is saying that it still calls for some amount of months of adjustment. So don't as yet do the victory dance. Don't sort of say that, oh yes, I'm over the camel's hump and this is over and done with me. So if there have been challenges at the home front, try not to sort of just as yet kick your shoes off and say, oh, I'm done with it, it's all done. There is some amount of adjustment that would be required of you, or you just need to be a little bit more flexible as far as the adjustments are concerned. So keep that in mind. We have a very intense full moon that is there around the 21st of May, and this is happening in a part of your chart that is about your partnership, both at work and at home as well. And full moons and lunar eclipses are normally far more potent, they are more emotional, because that's a time when things are coming to an end, they are coming to a fruition, projects are closing. It's a time where you are you're literally sort of closing the loops, you're closing the ends. So it can be that some of you are leaving a job, you've decided finally that you need to be, some of you could be leaving a marriage, it can be and on the other hand, for some of you could be really putting something to rest finally in a marriage. Maybe there's something that has been going on for the longest of time and it hasn't got sorted, and this is a time where you'll realize that it really needs to be put to rest. And it's a time also, I feel, because the relationship with the full moon being over there, there's finally an understanding of what is it that has been lacking over there, and you can take it to a deeper level. So if you could use this full moon energy to really sort of connect with your partner, and if there have been, or there are some difficult conversations that you have been avoiding, I think it's a brilliant time, because you are going to be in an extremely emotional state with this full moon, and so is your partner going to be. So use this time to sort of iron out things that have been very hard to speak about. At work as well, some of you could be walking away from a bad job. It could be that something has been bothering you for the longest of time at work, and you've just not been able to take this decision. Should I do it? Should I not do it? And it's a time where it's a good time to negotiate as well, Geminian. So as much as that your mind is sort of made up and you don't want to be there or do it, I would still recommend that try and negotiate and see as what is the best solution that you can come out with. We have Venus that is there in your house of self, and we have Mars that is there in the house of your marriage, and both these lovers are in absolute opposition around the 24th of May, and it's an extremely interesting transit for you, because as soon as we finish with the full moon lunar eclipse transit that gets over, and there's clarity on whether you should be staying in a relationship, whether you should be keeping the job, and in which direction you go. We have the dance between the Mars and the Venus that begins directly right after that, just in about a week's span of time, and it's a time where Venus is encouraging you to get out. It's literally encouraging you to get out of your own way, Geminians. And for those of you who are literally changing your course of direction of life, and for a lot of you it's a change of location, changing your house, you're changing your job, and it's a time as well where Venus is going to be helping you feel more confident, because it's there in your own home, and it's asking you, that it's giving you that cosmic support and saying you're not just looking good, but you're feeling confident, and you have the support of people as to how it is that they're perceiving you. And it's a time for those of you who have been in tough relationships, it's a good time to be strengthening those, because when Venus comes in our own house of self, it's a time where we can transform, we can bring about that change, and we are up to sort of, it's a time where you are open to listening to people, and you're not just sort of running in the opposite direction and saying, oh, I don't want to deal with this, or I don't want to do anything about it. Because Mars is there in your house of commitment and your partnership, it could try and sort of keep aggression out of it, because it speaks about marriage as well, and try and keep the I out of that marriage bit of it. And even as far as the partnership is concerned, it's a time where it's, even though you're happy doing solo projects, Geminians, the energy is such, again, it's asking you to collaborate. A lot of teamwork is focused upon, and this teamwork is being asked in your marriage as well. It's talking about your personal and your business relationship as well. For those of you who are single, of course, it's a time where a lot of you will be deciding that whether you take this relationship to the next level or not. Some of you could just end up proposing as well, so congratulations over there. For those of you who are striving to get a balance in your life and a lot of harmony, with this Venus energy over there in a house of self, you will find yourself sort of almost being more softer, more gentler, and almost sort of calming down. However, with the Mars aspect sitting over there in the relationship chart, I think besides the aggression, there can almost be this inherent need, a desire to take some action over there. So for those of you who have been sort of just sitting back and saying, you know, things have been bad, but I let them be the way that they are, maybe they'll sort themselves. This is a time also where you will feel that, you know, that I need to be doing something about it, or I've sat long enough on it as I have. So enjoy the Venus and the Mars dance, and put things to rest as far as love is concerned, Geminians. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. A quick reminder for those of you who are seeking deeper clarity in your personal lives, whether it is your career or your love lives, do write to me for a personal consultation at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.